Hi everyone, very good evening. This is going to be first session on data science module. My name is Subham Kumar and I'm just driving this innovation just to share my knowledge so that each and every one of you can have some basic understanding what data science is, what data scientist people does, how we can start this journey, and what is going to be our career path going forward. We'll discuss in detail. So I'm going to use a kind of mix of English and Hindi if required, so that each and every one of you uh, you guys can easily understand it and make progress that is required. So the very first part that comes in the picture is to set up the environment. Guys, I'll not waste more time to discuss overview and all of the things. We'll discuss it going forward. This session is kind of very concrete in order to, or we can say, relatable to the like agenda, right? So for this session, I have decided just to help you guys with the environment setup. So let's start with that. So for the very first thing, we need Python uh, downloaded in our system. If not, then you can easily follow python.org website. I'll also drop the link in the description. You can. So once you can see once it's downloaded, we can easily open the file and install it step by step. So I have everything installed in my system, so we'll not going to further install it, but uh, like after some step there is a option coming just to add Python into path. uh, so try to check it. The reason is that once you check that button, it will going to add Python installation address, or we can say directory, into your path variable, so that whenever you hit the command, just for example, if I run the CMD and if I type Python, so it's going to run it, right? So this is the use of adding Python into the path. Later we can discuss how we can install or set up the Jupyter Notebook environment. So it's very much simple. Once you have downloaded the Python, so inbuilt there is pip and all the other packages also installed in the standard installations. So let me close this. And once done, then you can make use of this command pip install Jupyter, pip install notebook, right? This is the command for notebook installation. Once you hit enter, notebook will be Jupyter Notebook. Classic version is going to be installed. If you are looking for other version that is called Jupyter Lab, we'll discuss each and everything. So for Jupyter Lab, you can type like pip install Jupyter Lab. So this is going to install the Jupyter Lab in your system. Just I have hit enter, so you can see the installation is already started, and this is how you can also see in your system for classic Jupyter notebook session. If you feel any challenges, just feel free to comment here. I'll come and we'll try to make a very detailed session on it if you are struggling, right? Otherwise, I understand most of them can easily connect with me. Whatever I'm saying, like you can easily able to follow the steps, right? So it will require a couple of minutes to complete the process based on your internet speed, as it comes up with certain libraries and Jupyter Lab, so it's kind of heavier, but also provides some additional features. Once it's done, so I'm just taking the classical Jupyter Notebook. You can either open just by typing the notebook from a start, or else there is other way to open the notebook is just time command like Jupyter space notebook and hit enter. Once you hit enter, like your local host in the browser, firstly it will ask you to which browser, select the browser in which the file is going to be open. So once you select the browser, this is the kind of your user directory will open with your name. And once it will be open, you can either create a separate directory for I mean just kind of new directory, so that later you can refer it for practicing and all to keeping all the similar notebook sessions in it. So I have just created notebooks, and I'll also help you how we can create the directory. So this is the simple UI of Jupyter Classical Notebook. And here you can also see there is a upload button. If you want to upload any your local system drive, any files from your local system, you can easily upload. This is there is two way. Even you can follow this URL as in like this directory, and there you can also upload the file that will populate here. And additionally you can select from here, right? Other than this, you can see the new button here. You can create a new folder, new file, new terminal, and this is the new Python 3 notebook sessions, right? So let's go a step by step. First, you can create a folder. Once you hit create a folder, there is a folder coming with untitled folder. If you want to rename, select it and hit the rename button. Once rename, and you can type any name, just like Python practice session, uh, or we can say Python notebook, right? And hit rename button. Once it's done, you can even you will be able to navigate it. Just navigate it, and if you need any like additional notebooks, you can just hit on Python 3 notebooks. It's going to be open in another tab of your browser. You can see it live, and I'll also help you with the basic terms. Most of the time we will going to use the notebook environment only. The reason is kind of it's user friendly, or we can test our logic in fraction of seconds instead of like running, saving and doing all the time consuming things. It's kind of easier for beginner who can easily concentrate on the learning material instead of the process, right? The process we can discuss later, no issues in that. So once we create a new session, you can see it comes up with the untitled, and here you can also see like in the file logs there is another file coming with Python notebook, right? This is kind of extension name for notebook session. So once notebook open, like the session open, so uh, you can easily rename your notebook by selecting the untitled, click, and then you can say type it like test one or something, Python notebook demo, we can say, right? And then hit on the rename button, it will rename your notebook. Additionally, let's discuss some basic about the interface. So this is the cell area where you can run your commands. For example, I just want to run a Python command, just like the very simple command is print statement. I'm just printing hello Python. So once you are able to see my once you are able to type the command in it, there is many options to run the cell. First, you can run by selecting the run button here, the triangle button. Once you select it, you can see the cell is run, and you can even see the runtime here. This indicates like how many times you have run the cell. It's come up with the consolidated, not with the individual cell. Like its total number of cell running time. I mean count. Additionally, how you can run, let's copy this command and paste it here. And this time I'm going to print hello world. Uh, the basic, usually we start the language learning from this print statement only. Even you can type control and enter. If you press control and enter, You can see the output. The cell is running. This is the second cell that is run, and the cursor is not moved. The current selection is not moved to the other cell. There is no extra cell creation. If you want to run by pressing Shift and Enter, you can see like previous cell is run. You can see the number. It's new run, and you can see one additional cell is created, and that is even highlighted so that we can type anything here. I mean, so it's ready to type. This is kind of one thing. Secondly, if you want to insert some more cells of just for writing some other program, you can press B. That will going to create some new cell in below the selection, right? If you want to create cell above the selection, just type A. That will going to create above the selection. I mean new cells above the selection. Other than that, if you need to delete some selection, let's suppose I want to delete the first one, just press double D. It will going to delete that. Even you can find these kind of options here as well, just like delete cells, DD, split cells. There is another thing, right? Copy cell, cut cell, move cells. So like these things you can do. For example, I just want to move this cell to upside. So I can also do, there is up and down arrows are there that can make our job easier, right? Additionally, we can discuss some other types. For example, let's suppose I just want to make this as a documentation purpose, just like this is title. I just want to document it. So if I run it, like in the cell type, in the code type, there is a error, error coming. So as I'm thinking to document this like a statement, so I select markdown, and now you can see it's documented, right? Just like a document. If you want to just create it as a header, so for example, I'm just using has for you can say header one. Uh, you can use multiple header, and you can also notice the size as well. This is headers too, and like this is how you can comment. Like markdown will really help you like do these things, and now you can easily see like for creating header one you need to use one hash, for header two you need to use two hash, and these things like over the period of time you'll easily understand. So the idea here to tell like in the markdown selection you can document anything, right? Python will not going to judge it what is inside. Or this says like, and once you want to code, you can easily. There is some shortcut for this. For example, if you want to make this cell as markdown, you can press M. The like in the selection is converted into the markdown. If you want to convert into the cell, I mean coding cell, you can press Y. It will be automatically changed into the code cell. I hope this basic session is going to help you guys in installing the environment. And let me check the Jupyter Lab is installed or not. You can easily see like the command is over. So I believe Jupyter Lab, right? Jupyter Lab. Yeah, I think Jupyter Lab is the command. Yeah. So, so you can see in the CMD itself, my command started running, and in the new browser tab, I can easily see Jupyter Lab is open, right? There will be some notification, you can ignore it. And here you have interface so that you can open multiple like in notebook sessions in the one particular environment. Here we don't have any option to open another session here, but in the Jupyter Lab, just like you can click on the plus button and you can create multiple instances of terminal like coding a script and many things. Most of the things is going to be same only. I mean the from the command perspective, you can see this provide the same options here. Using this, you can move the cell up and down, right? This is going to insert some cells below. This is going to insert some cell above, right? Other than that, you can easily navigate your cells like this, and you can use the navigation arrows. Additionally, if I talk about some options, so here as it's laboratory, so it provides a significant amount of options. Here you can easily let's not discuss in more detail. We'll just it's just a demonstration so that you can easily access your environment. And here like also folder and directory creation is going to be same. Like using this button, you can easily create your new folder. I'm just creating a new folder and typing to dot Jupyter lab session, right? So this is how simple it is, and once you are able to do it, please uh, come and comment here like it's done, environment setup is successful. And if you feel any challenger or that will require another detail level of support, just come and let me know in the comment section so that I'll make some like detailed video on this topic so that each and everyone can like be on same page so that we can make progress together. Thank you so much, guys, and let me give me feedback. Is it okay to carry the same pace in upcoming sessions, or should I change based on your understanding? Let me know. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Happy learning.